Now, my love of archaeology initially was with prehistoric sites, but it was in 1978, and I was living in San Francisco as a Park Service, a National Park Service historian, and they found a ship buried 12 blocks from the sea in downtown San Francisco. And that ship, Niantic, was so fascinating because as they excavated down, and we're now about 20 odd feet below the streets and sidewalks, in this huge pit, they had to pump because the tide still came in on what had been the beach. But with that, because the ship had been inundated in the water table, things were very well preserved. You could still smell the fire that had burned it in May of 1851. You could smell the salt in the water as it came out in its sort of brackish form. And things were so nicely preserved that the copper sheathing, the moment it was first exposed, shone as bright as a penny that had just been minted and
Really?
then oxidized. But leather jackets, bottles of perfume, sacks of peanuts, all sorts of things that had been stored in this thing. It was like, wow, this was kind of a grody, charred, muddy Tut's tomb. And with that, I said, I gotta go switch my career from land archaeology to maritime archaeology. So I could still dig, like in downtown San Francisco. And I did work on other ships that were caught up in the gold rush and then separately buried as a result of post rush landfill. But it also led to me wanting to learn to dive.